All right, back on Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com. We did have a little technical issue right there at halftime, but we're back on the air now. 35-6, Lower Cape May leading Bridgeton at the half. And they dominated that first half until a long touchdown pass by Bridgeton, an 81-yarder, put them on the board. But Lower in firm control here, leading 35-6. And what's good is Isaiah Wing got banged up at the end of the half, but he's still in uniform, and he's walking around on the sideline, a little bit of a limp. I don't know if he'll return with it being 35-6, but hopefully that's just a minor knock for him, and he'll be good going forward. Lower will kick off as Bridgeton had won the toss and deferred at the start of the game. Crest Savings Bank is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live broadcast and CapeAtlanticLive.com. Banking since 1919 with branches across Cape May County to best serve you. Check out all the services Crest Savings Bank has to offer at CrestSavings.com. And I know Buddy wants to talk about some of those first half stats, but the one guy who's been impressive is Hunter Ray, Buddy. 8 for 11, 157 yards, but talk about the first half of Braswell Thomas.
Well, Braswell Thomas, again, the big playmaker that we talked about before the game. And, Brian, you had mentioned it. He's being recruited by at least high-level Division I schools. And it is just, a testament to his outstanding athletic ability. And, he's only a junior, too. That's the scary part.
Right.
And he's just done some outstanding things. And as you had said, he's being recruited actually maybe as a defensive back. Well, doesn't he pick a ball off about the 35, 40-yard line and return it for a touchdown?
Yes.
To go with his 4 catches for 102 yards and 2 scores there also. So, I mean, we're talking about, it's going to be a lot of fun this football season to watch this, young man play.
And Isaiah Wing carried 6 times for 43 yards in that first half. And, again, we don't know if we'll see action in the second half, with Lower leading 35-6. Hall's Carpet Care is a proud sponsor of Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website. Specializing in carpet and upholstery cleaning, air duct and dryer vent cleaning, and home watch services, Hall's Carpet Care gives you the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Check them out at hallscarpetcare.com or give them a call, 609-463-3733.
And again, Brian, you bring up, Isaiah Wing, and he had a good first half on both sides of the football. He had some big hits on the defensive side, but then he carried the football, and the yards that he gained were really hard-earned yards. And I'm not going to, I'm very good friends with, as I know that you know, Renee Wing, his mom. But I'm going to talk to Renee after the game just to find out about his injury. And I'm not saying it had anything to do with the fumble.
Yeah.
But, it happened on that fumble play.
Yeah. The Wildwood Recreation Department and the Byrne Community Center proudly support high school football on CapeAtlanticLive.com. Be sure to check out their big event for the Halloween season, a trunk or treat and a haunted house at the Byrne Community Center on Friday, October 27th from 5 to 8 p.m. Call 609-522-5837 for more information. Square One Design has nearly 20 years of experience in designing websites, building online marketing campaigns, and creating custom web applications. Square One Design is a proud sponsor of high school football on CapeAtlanticLive.com. Olmer's Appliance Service is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com, a family-owned and operated business since 1974. Olmer's Appliance Services, all the top appliance brands. Give Olmer's Appliance a call, 609-368-4444, or log on to olmersappliance.com. So Lower will kick off to start the second half. The breeze has died down a little bit, but Lower will have the wind at its back for the third quarter. The temperature's actually backed off nicely. Some people, including myself and Sam, our video technician, have gone to the long sleeves here for the second half. Buddy's incredulous. He'll stay in that striped shirt, that striped short sleeve shirt.
That's right. Well,
Buddy shows
I'm
up
going
in
after my idol here, Dave Weinberg.
Yeah, short sleeve shirt, shorts, and snow boots. I don't know what this outfit is, my buddy here tonight.
I was ready for the rain and having to go out on that field.
The second half.
Don't you sit there and laugh, Weinberg.
Bridgeton preparing
35-6. Lower Cape May on top. No truth to the rumor that Lower Cape May got so tired of the cynical media that they threw Buddy, me, and Dave Weinberg out of the press box. We chose to sit here tonight. They probably wanted to throw us out a few times.
Dave went to the press box and got himself snacks and hot dogs and everything. Never brought us nothing back. No, Dave.
Serra's kick is high, pretty deep. Taken at around the goal line and being tackled around the 20
number 14, Jeremiah Russell.
is Jeremiah Russell. So good coverage there by Lower Cape May as well.
And the Bulldogs will take over first and 10 at the 20.
So 35-6 Lower Cape May. We're 8 seconds into the second half.
And again, Bridgeton, they definitely want to come out and do some positive things. This is a teaching situation for Coach Steve Lean and his staff, Brian. They want to just try and keep that momentum going. They scored at the end of that first half.
And cut down on the penalties.
Yes.
Howell in the shotgun for Bridgeton. Takes a low snap. Hands it off to Harper, who tries the left side.
And there was nothing.
Blowing that play up was Braswell Thomas from his safety position. It's a loss of 2.
And again,
In the backfield by the Tigers.
And that's one of the reasons, buddy, excuse me, one of the reasons why Lower Cape May wanted to move Braswell Thomas to strong safety is to get him more involved in defending the run game. And his kind of athleticism and speed, and he stopped that play for a 2-yard loss.
yeah, and again, Braswell Thomas, as you said, that athleticism and his ability to play he can play anywhere on the field.
Looks like Bridgeton's left side of the line moved early, so much for cleaning up the penalties by the Bulldogs.
Full start against Bridgeton.
This will be 2nd and 17 now.
Bridgeton will face the second and long.
.50 to go third quarter. Lower Cape May leads 35-6. Lights have been on since late in the second quarter. Hand off to Harper. Straight through the line, breaks one tackle. And then it's taken down after a gain of about 9 by A.J. King.
I'll tell you what, Gary Harper,
Third down for Bridgeton.
Brian, he is really, really doing a good job out there tonight for the Bulldogs. He is earning everything that he is getting. He is going to be one tired football player at the end of this game.
No doubt. 3rd down and 7. Both their own 23 for Bridgeton. Lower Cape May leading 35-6. Low snap. Hal fakes a pass. Throws. Tipped. Incomplete.
And again, that pass was intended.
He arrived right as the ball did and made contact on the Bridgeton receiver almost simultaneously. That's a really good play there.
And that
On a high ball. Ball was thrown high, but still a great play by Fernandez.
Yeah, and Rolando Henry for the Bulldogs, Brian, I mean, he was going up to get it.
Yeah.
So, you saw two good athletes going up high in the sky.
Thomas and Serra back to receive this punt. It's a short line drive. Takes a Lower Cape May bounce.
Yeah, that was a big bounce backwards.
And Lower will have it at the Bridgeton 42.
And after the Bridgeton punt, the Tigers will
Yeah,
take
that's
over
about a 16-yard punt. And it looked like, Brian, it was going to be much better when it left Pritchard's foot.
Yeah, again, the wind has died down a little bit, but Pritchett was kicking into the wind there. Last report, Middle Township was leading Cumberland 13-0 at half. Handoff inside. And Nunez picks up 4 or 5. That's a good run
Carries for the Tigers.
on first down.
That was an excellent run. The right side of that Lower Cape May offensive line did a good job. And Nunez hit it hard. He hit it well, and he picks up that 4 yards.
Hand off the wing, so he is back in the game offensively. And he goes down after a gain of about 3 or 4.
Brings up 3rd down for Lower Cape May.
And bring up 3rd and 2. Middle Township has actually extended its lead to 19-0. Late stages, 3rd quarter, up in Courthouse. 3rd and 2 for Lower Cape May. Ball at the Bridgeton 34. Ray fakes a handoff, keeps it himself, goes up the left side, has a first down and more. And we have a flag thrown as Ray steps out of bounds.
Hunter Ray calls a number. There is a flag.
It was like some kind of illegal block.
Yeah, I think they're going to get there's a downfield illegal block. And I couldn't quite make out the number.
Against the Tigers.
I think it might have been number 3 for Lower Cape May. And that was really an excellent run.
Well, they're still going to get
Yeah.
the first down out of it.
It was Jackson Brown who had a block to the back downfield. But yes, they will pick up the first
It will
down.
be a first down. First down.
Yeah, spotted a foul penalty, and that moved it back to the 25, which was more than enough for the first down. So it's 35-6 lower, 8:32 to go third quarter. Now we've got more whistles. It looks like Steve Lane, Bridgeton's coach, wants an explanation about the penalty and how and from where it was marked off. He gets that explanation, and now we're ready to go. Fake hand off the wing, little toss to Thomas, and he does well to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To Braswell.
Good
Thomas
play on the near side by Rolando Henry.
brings up 2nd down for Lower Cape May.
Braswell Thomas's 5th catch of the day, but although that goes for no yards.
And as you said, Thomas did a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Isaiah Wing, a 1-yard gain on this run.
And that time, Bridgeton's defense reacted well
Carl Wing carries
on
for
the left side as they were able to stuff that run, Brian.
Middle Township pulling away from Cumberland. They've scored again late in the 3rd quarter. They are now up 26-0 on a touchdown run by Remy Rodriguez. So Middle Township appears on their way to winning their home opener.
7:30 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It's Lower Cape May 35, Bridgeton 6. It's 3rd and 9 for Lower.
Rolling is Ray. Throws incomplete.
I think he just threw that one away. He was running out of
pass for
grass as he was heading to that right sideline, Brian, and he
Yeah.
didn't want to force a ball.
This is going to be interesting here, buddy. I think Lower Cape may try a field goal here. It looks like they're going to bring Serra on. This is the time when you do things like this. You're up 35-6. You got the wind at your back a little bit. It's going to end up being a 41. They're going to put the kicking tee on the 30, so it's going to be a 40-yard attempt. Castellano, the holder. Bridgeton's offside again.
offside on Bridgeton.
You know, this will make it 4th and 4, and let's see if it looks like Lower Cape May is still going to try this kick, but this is a spot where you do try the field. You're winning 35-6. You know, you may be in a game where you need a field goal try in a close game, so you want to work on it in a game situation.
So it will be 4th and 4. Those scoreboard says 3rd and 9.
They're going to spot this at the 26, so it'll be a 41-yard attempt. Kick is away. The kick is good. Wow. And Dennis Serra hammered that through. Castellano, again, a tremendous job getting that ball to the tee. 38-6 lower, 7:12 to go, third quarter.
Stick out with the third quarter. Score is Tigers 38, Bridgeton 6.
.41-yard field goal.
And I'll tell you what, there was no doubt about that one, Brian.
Yeah, it was it was just a matter of if it was between the uprights. He definitely had the distance.
And it was right down the middle. You know, give Dennis Sarah a lot of credit there. But as you said, how important is that holder on these kicks?
No doubt.
And we're seeing it tonight.
Cape Atlantic Live Sports Broadcast and CapeAtlanticLive.com are proudly supported by Ribeye Steaks, serving the finest Angus ribeye steak sandwiches, sausage, roast pork, and much more, all on the freshest rolls in South Jersey. Be sure to check out Ribeyes at many of the major festivals and weekend events throughout Cape May County. For more info on Ribeye Steaks, call 609-602. Goes the kick.
Taking on the 12-yard line.
And taken down at about the 27 is Rolando Henry.
By number 6, Rolando Henry. And Bridgeton will take over 1st and 10.
Middle Township up 26-0 on Cumberland up in Courthouse. At the end of 3 quarters, they're well on their way to winning their opener. 38-6 here with 7:03 to go in the third quarter.
And again, Bridgeton will take over. It's going to be first and 10 on their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, and this is all these penalties. This has been an awfully long game. I mean, we're here almost 2 hours already. We still got 7 minutes left in the third quarter. As we've always stated all our years of broadcasting high school football, buddy, you and I always seem to attend the longest game of the evening, no matter where it's played.
It's just the luck of the draw.
Yep.
Thankfully, they're starting the kickoff so earlier.
Howell tries an option. And this isn't going to go very far. Braswell Thomas with the tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, Thomas came out of there a little high-stepping. He made a real good play. He read that one all the way. And that was a pushes the ball back to the Bridgeton 20-yard line. So it's going to be a 7-yard loss.
Yeah, so it's 2nd and 17, and Bridgeton's been behind the sticks a lot tonight with some negative rushing plays as well as penalties.
Well, that's been really what's been killing them.
Back to pass, intercepted. Intercepted by Lower Cape May, and getting into the end zone.
That was the
After the interception is A.J. King.
Oh.
A.J. King, the interception,
Number 40, A.J.
and a 25-yard return for a score.
A.J. King, number 40, kind of looked like a 10, but it wasn't. And King did a great job.
Well, you know,
there,
buddy,
Brian.
those binoculars you brought tonight aren't really doing the trick if you're not using them.
That's true.
They're like a nice decoration over to your right.
That was a really
44-6, that is Serra on for the kick.
really nice defensive play by A.J. King. Won the pick, and then he ran it to the left pylon and was able to get in the end zone. That's not going in.
Yeah, Serra's kick is no good. He pulled that one left.
There was something wrong. Well, the snap.
5 seconds to go in the third quarter. The score
He hesitated as he was going to try and kick the ball because it was laying flat on the ground.
So, with 6:05 to go in the third, we will now have a running clock. So the clock will run on most plays. It doesn't run on after scores, but
unless Bridgeton returns the kickoff.
Yeah, we'll have a running clock now. You're right. If they return the kickoff for a touchdown, but we're over 35 points, so we're in the second half. So we will have a running clock. Ulmer's Appliance Service is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com, a family-owned and operated business since 1974. Ulmer's Appliance services all the top appliance brands. Give Ulmer's Appliance a call, 609-368-4444, or log on to ulmersappliance.com. So that's the second interception return for a touchdown by Lower Cape May. That one by A.J. King. Braswell Thomas had one in the first half. And the Tigers are firmly in control here at 44-6. Dennis Serra has it teed up. And this one's a low-line drive taken by an up man. And he's going to be taken down at the 44-yard line. That return there by
number 8,
Eric Hilton.
I'll tell you what, that was a good job that time by Hilton. Because he took that, he went up the right sideline, Brian, but he was not dodging anybody.
Right.
He took it right through the would-be tacklers and got it to the 44.
Yeah. Okay, now they finally run the clock here, but the clock wasn't running initially after that tackle. And again, we are in a running clock here with a lead of 38 points by Lower Cape May in the second half. So Bridgeton has it first and 10 at their own 44. Dante Howell in the shotgun. This time Pritchett's behind him. Low snap. Pritchett actually picks it up.
Yeah,
makes one man miss, but then Logan Haggerty cleans him up. And Alex Nelson also in on that stop. Pritchett got back to the line of scrimmage.
For the Bulldogs.
And it's going to be 2nd and 10. Bridgeton still with the football on their 49-yard line.
And I think pretty soon, too, buddy, you're going to start seeing Lower Cape May mix some other kids in there as well. Especially when they go to offense, anyway. And I'm sure Lower would like to keep this clock running here and get out of here. And hopefully no one gets injured. It was good to see Isaiah Wing come back from that knee knock that he took late in the first half. Howell back to pass, looking, throwing deep over the middle. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Jackson Brown, and Lower Cape May will take over at its own 32.
And the Tigers.
It's the third interception by Lower Cape May.
Jackson Brown.
Yeah, and that time Dante Howell, I was just not a very well-thrown football. He overthrew his 2 receivers, and Jackson Brown, he just had to settle under it and make the catch. And he did a good job in that regards.
44-6 Lower Cape May. Now, Lower still has a decent amount of its starters in the game here. Ocean City and Pleasantville are tied at halftime up at the Battle by the Beach. Handoff to Wing, picks up 3.
Is it Wing carries?
And a couple of good wins earlier by Mainland and Hamilton at the Battle by the Beach. Mainland was a 26-7 winner over Washington Township. And Hamilton shut out St. John Vianney 35-0.
So we have a 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Tigers. 2:50 to go, third quarter. Lower Cape May on top, 44-6.
Good play here by Pritchett. Holds wing to a 1-yard gain here.
Tiger run.
In a close game, Millville lost
Brings up third down.
to Toms River North earlier today at the Battle by the Beach. That's a game between two of the best teams in the state. And the final on that was, what was that final again? 14-7. So, yeah, as we said, Ocean City and Pleasantville tied at the half. Scoreless tie at the half. Lower Cape May here leads at 44-6. Late stages, third quarter, clock is moving. Ray fakes. Still running around. Tosses back, and it's incomplete.
And again, that was just a thrown ball. That was a good decision by Hunter Ray, Brian, because he had no receivers open.
And it looked like one of the officials on the far side of the field pointed to an eligible receiver that was in the area where Ray threw it, and that prevents a intentional grounding call.
So Lower Cape May with the punt unit back on the field. 1:20 to go, third quarter. It is a running clock with Lower Cape May up by 38 points, 44-6. And obviously, Brian, Coach Lance Bailey and his staff, they got to be pretty happy with opening night.
Brown bombs one, and Lower Cape May downs it inside the 30. That's a pretty good punt.
That was a very good
And
punt.
after the Tigers punt, Bridgeton will take over 1st and 10.
About a 37 or 38-yard punt with no return. And Bridgeton will have it at their own 38. The clock does stop momentarily for a change of possession. Actually, check that. It's at their own 28. I said 38, so Bridgeton has it at their own 28. Well, Lower Cape May will go to 1-0. They'll get stiffer competition next week when they host Clayton here. We'll have that game for you on CapeAtlanticLive.com. That's next Thursday night. Middle Township is away at Oakcrest next Friday. Wildwood opens at home against Cumberland on Thursday of next week. It's a run by Howell. He lost a yard.
And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
In the backfield, that'll bring up a 2nd down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that is the final play of the period.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
And it's 44-6.
The score, Tigers 44, Bridgeton
Lower Cape May.
6.
Square One Design has nearly 20 years of experience in designing websites, building online marketing campaigns, and creating custom web applications. Square One Design is a proud sponsor of high school football on CapeAtlanticLive.com. Hall's Carpet Care is a proud sponsor of Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcast and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website, specializing in carpet and upholstery cleaning, air duct and dryer vent cleaning, and home watch services. Hall's Carpet Care gives you the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Check them out at hallscarpetcare.com or give them a call at 609-463-3733. Crest Savings Bank is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live broadcasts and CapeAtlanticLive.com. Banking since 1919 with branches across Cape May County to best serve you. Check out all the services Crest Savings Bank has to offer at CrestSavings.com. Crest Savings Bank, buddy, the proud sponsor of the Crest Savings Bank Shot during basketball season.
That's right, exactly. And we're looking forward, obviously. We don't want to put the cart in front of the horse.
Nope.
But we're going to have an outstanding football schedule for our loyal fans, as we will, I believe we have 10 games scheduled, and then the playoffs
Bridgeton
with
facing
Middle Township, Lower Cape May, and Wildwood this year, Brian. It's going to be a lot of. They're going to be very interesting. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch with some of that senior talent that they have.
All right, start of the fourth quarter. It's second down and 11. Howell in the shotgun. Oh, kind of a broken play here. And he's taken down. Good tackle on the near side by A.J. King.
For Bridgeton. That'll bring up a third down for the Bulldogs.
Howell went to hand it off to the left. The running back had gone to the right, so Howell had to keep it.
Yeah, he got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up a third down and 10.
It's a handoff to Pritchett. Wow. And he will get the first down. That's a good run by Brian Pritchett.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 1, Brian
And
Pritchett.
that's where, we saw right there.
First down, Bulldogs.
It's a
Pritchard,
11-yard gain and a first down. Bridgeton moving quickly here now.
a 200-pound running back.
Yeah. Another handoff to Pritchett. Bounces out the right side. Finally taken down on the far side over there
Pritchett carries for
by Alex Nelson.
Bulldogs. Officials, timeout.
And we have a Lower Cape May player down. This looks like a cramping issue.
So Pritchard picks up another first down, Brian. It's back-to-back carries.
Yeah, this is Isaiah Wing again, buddy, who's down. But this time it's just a cramp, and while those are painful, obviously it's not serious as they're stretching him out.
That's easy for us to say,
Yeah,
sitting up here.
yeah, well, he already banged his knee, and at 44-6, now he's cramping. Might be a good time to get him out of the game. You got a long season ahead of you.
Absolutely. And it's these little nicks, these little nicks and dings that tend to add up, especially a player as physical as Isaiah Wing, both on offense and on defense. I mean, he's a player that leaves it all out on the field. He's a big hitter defensively and offensively. He'll run people over.
First and 10 for Bridgeton. Handoff to Harper this time across the right side. Knocked out of bounds by A.J. King. King's had a nice game defensively for Lower Cape May tonight. That's a gain of about 7.
That'll bring up a second down for the Bulldogs.
So we'll bring up a second down and 3.
9.5 to go before the close of this football game. It's all Lower Cape May, 44-6. Hand off to Harper. And shoestring tackle by Thomas. And then he's finished off by Haggerty.
But he picks up another first
Yeah,
down.
he gets the first down.
Harper carries for Bridgeton. First down, Bulldogs.
So it's going to be a 5-yard gain for Harper. It's going to be first and 10 now for the Bulldogs with the football on the Lower Cape May 40-yard line.
Hal takes the snap, hands off to Harper. Turning the corner on the right, there's an illegal block. Braswell Thomas got blown up on an illegal block.
Bulldogs, a flag on the play.
Well, that was so out in the open. Yeah, that's one of those ones when the guy sitting in the last row of the stands like us
Yeah,
can see
absolutely.
that
all the way on the other side of the field.
Exactly.
Like, with no binoculars.
Yeah.
Because you're holding yours in your hand right now.
Yeah. It's an illegal crackback block there.
Penalty
So that's actually a personal foul. That'll be a spotted a foul penalty. It was a gain of about 8.
Man, they're still walking.
Yeah.
They might take that back to the Parkway.
Well, it'll go back to the 46-yard line.
And after the penalty, it will be first and long for the Bulldogs.
Hand off to Pritchett. Tries the right side. Has a lot of room.
Brian Pritchett carries for the Bulldogs.
It's a gain of about 16.
That's a nice chunk that Pritchett was able to get back on that 16-yard run.
Yeah, Lower Cape May calls timeout here. I don't think they're real happy, the coaching staff, with, Bridgeton's been able to run across the right side of the field in this, late stages of the game here with a lot of success. They want to shore something up over there. Wildwood Recreation Department and the Byrne Community Center proudly support high school football on CapeAtlanticLive.com. Be sure to check out their big event for the Halloween season. A trunk or treat and a haunted house at the Byrne Community Center on Friday, October 27th from 5 to 8 p.m. Call 609-522-5837 for more information.
And it is now 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs from the 37-yard line of Lower Cape May.
Option. Oh, bad toss, but a good bounce up to Harper. Lower Cape May strings it out. Dennis Serra finally takes Harper down. And Harper did well to keep that to just about a 2-yard loss.
That'll bring up a 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
So 3rd and 9. At the 40.
6:30 to go here in this football game. Lower Cape May on top with a very comfortable lead, 44-6.
Howell back to pass. He's going to throw deep down the far sideline. It's intercepted by Dennis Serra. He's running back up the field on the left side, and he's going to be taken out of bounds just shy of midfield.
Caper Tiger interception.
That's the 4th interception by Lower Cape May. And Lower will have it at their own 47-yard line.
And yeah, so from there it'll be 1st and 10, 5:35 to play here in this 4th quarter.
Max Bracken into the game at running back here. And he's going to get a carry. And he's got a nice run. First
nice.
down and more, picks up about 13.
That's a very nice run.
Yeah, if you're Lower Cape May here, buddy, obviously you don't need to score again, but you just want to possess the ball here and not give it back to Bridgeton and try to get out of here with an impressive win in your home opener. As they lead at 44-6, clock is moving, 4:40 to go here in the football game. Another run by Bracken. No, Ray pulls it back. He's going to run to the left and then run out of bounds after a gain of about 6.
Max Bracken, just a sophomore, Brian, you know, that's the type of run he's going to remember and obviously try and build on.
Actually, Hunter Ray stepped out of bounds after a gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. And again, at 44-6, you know, Lower wants to limit the exposure that Hunter Ray has out there. There's another run by Bracken, another decent run, picks up about 3.
Tiger carry.
Tell you what, just keep giving the football to the sophomore, because, you know, he wants to show the coaching staff, hey, I deserve more touches.
Yeah. 3rd and 2. 3.5 to play. 44-6. Lower firmly in control here. Another handoff to Bracken. He's got the first down and more as he goes down inside the 25 to the 24.
Bracken carries for the Tigers.
It's a gain of about 9. So Max Bracken, buddy, has 3 carries for 26 yards. 2:45 to go. Ray keeps it. He's in all kinds of trouble here, and he goes down after losing 2 or 3 yards.
Hunter Ray carries for the Tigers. Loss on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and long for the Tigers.
Bring up 2nd down and 14. $2:10 to go. Another handoff. And picking up about 4 is Danny Byrne, a sophomore.
Danny Byrne. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 11 for Lower. And now we have a Bridgeton player down. That looks like cramping on the far side.
Timeout.
And again, just a very hot and humid night here, especially down in that football field, Brian. You could really feel before the game the difference in, you know, in the temperature when, you know, we were out there walking around talking to the coaches. But you know what? It's just, it has been a beautiful night.
That breeze certainly would have helped the players tonight. There was a nice breeze at least.
Yes.
So it wasn't overly stifling, you know, when you're playing football in August.
Well,
you know, you could have that problem with too much heat.
Well, the other good thing too is that, you know, they were calling for a little bit of a storm, some rain here tonight.
Yeah.
And thankfully,
yeah, that's held off.
Yeah, that's held off.
Little quick pass on the far side. And that was caught by Tim Booth.
Tiger pass complete.
And that's a gain
That's a couple that'll bring up a 4th down for the Tigers.
of about 7. And it'll bring up 4th and 4. We're inside a minute here. (44-6). Ray throws, it's incomplete.
But that should be the last play of the football game, Brian. Now we're at 10 seconds.
Yeah, Coach Lance Bailey isn't happy with Hunter Ray there. That looked like it was supposed to be a running play. And they do run the clock out, though, on that incomplete pass. And Lower Cape May wins it 44-6. Big night for Braswell Thomas, 5 catches for over 100 yards and a touchdown. Also returned an interception for a score. Lower Cape May with 4 interceptions overall, 2 for touchdowns. Isaiah Wing with 2 touchdown runs, and Lower Cape May dominates. They win it 44-6.
I'll tell you what, Brian, what a great way to start Cape Atlantic Live here tonight at Lower Cape May. You know, a lot of work has gone into this program, into this website, into our new stream team with our main man, Sam Cohen, right here with us, our video guy. He does an outstanding job. And obviously Matt Ulmer, who is just, you know, incredible when it comes to the quality of what the video broadcasts look like. And obviously, you know, my credit to you as well. It's just a good thing. What's going on here. We can't wait for next week.
All right, so we'll be back here next week for Lower Cape May and Clayton. That'll be Thursday night at 6 for Sam Cohen and Buddy Tarbot, and I'm Brian Kniff. Once again, Lower Cape May 44, Bridgeton 6. Caper Tigers win their opener. And that'll do it for this live broadcast on CapeAtlanticLive.com. Thanks for joining us.